Okay. Hi guys. So I'm back. I mean, I guess you guys wanted me to uh how did we do this before? How did I have my computer? I don't remember. I guess you guys wanted me to do some more videos on La Titty. So if you were in her chat today, oh my gosh, what a nightmare. Hey, I've tried to share my opinions with her and the shirt. People don't, she's got her people that stick up for her and that's fine, but whatever. This video, I think, is this her most recent one that I was, hold on a second. I think this is the one I wanted to do. I hope I've got this right. Um, I wanted to I wanted to let you guys know. Okay, this is it. That I am probably going to be starting up my Patreon again. So if you're interested, I will post that link. I haven't done it yet. I do have memberships also. I'm trying to talk loud because one person said it was hard to hear. I don't know why. Um, I don't know if there's something different I'm doing or not. Um, Let me go to audio real quick. I think I just had it on. What is that one? I don't know. I hope I did it right. Anyways, I hope you guys can hear me. So, after I'm all done, I want to show you what came. Ooh, remember I was talking about it. So I'm gonna show you ladies. It can be for men or women, but um, I told you guys about it before. So it's here, and I love to share the things that I try out with you guys. So, okay, let's get started. I didn't want to do the rest of that last video, I just couldn't do it. So, let's go. What is that awful sound?
It's about to be evening on September 1st, 2022. And, to, I just woke up from a nap. Thank God I got that nap. And, uh, passing through different areas, of course, not trying to stay put anywhere because that gets you in trouble. Then people start to recognize you and start to wonder what the hell's going on with you. Having issues, questioning why your reality is different than their reality, where they work their job and are stable. Most of them aren't mentally stable. Snap constantly, yell at their kids, ignore them. Boy, I sweat a lot while I was sleeping. Um, Somebody had sent me a penny on PayPal and said, uh, December 4th is waiting for the results to the DNA test, and if he finds out that it's his, that he's gonna take it and raise it for himself. That's cool. Like, go for it. What's the big deal? At this point, nothing would surprise me. Absolutely nothing would shock me. How am I feeling? I'm feeling like trash. I'm feeling like discarded dumpster trash. Um, as usual, it's not a huge thing. It happens. I can't believe I had a baby a couple days ago. That seems weird. That doesn't seem right. Um, and that the baby's not here, you know. Uh, Still kind of like looking around for him. And when I lay down, it's difficult because I'm like, there's no pressure down there anymore. Where'd it go? Oh yeah. And then you just have to rationalize. You're not gonna see that baby anymore. People.
Okay, I have to say, I am not a totally cold hearted bitch, okay? Like, that has to be awful. As a woman, I know when I had my second child, my daughter, she had to stay in the hospital for 10 days. And I was there for a couple of days. And then I had my son at home with daddy, and daddy had to go back to work. So, like, I had to get home to be with my son. And I remember being wheeled out of that hospital in a wheelchair, just bawling. I mean, I can cry now from it. It's like leaving that hospital without your baby. I mean, I went back up there and visited like 2, 3 times a day, but I mean, just it wasn't the same. I didn't have her home with me. There was such an emptiness to it. I just bawled all the way home. Nobody knew what to say to me. And so I can imagine how she feels. But you got to remember, she's not normal. She doesn't feel like normal people do. I wasn't, and I'm sure all of you weren't, sitting there calling your baby all these disgusting things and hitting yourself to hurt the baby and threatening to unalive the baby, just all these things. So she doesn't have that, motherly instinct, that connection that most of us do. But I mean, I've got to say, that has to be horrific. Um, but I'm trying to figure out if, you know, really how she feels and why. Because she says so many different things, it's hard to believe a word she says.
People have said things, and they took your words, and used them against you, and that's not right at all.
Yes, it is. It's exactly right. Really? So it's not right? But how many times, Leticia, have you said, oh, well, JW said to me, well, they want to be with somebody, they just don't want to be with you. How many times have you repeated that? How many times? That stuck with you, right? It bothered you, right? So, yes, you do. You are allowed, not just you, but anybody is allowed to pay attention to the words people use, and depending on what those words are, take action. So you think you should be able to say whatever you want as long as you don't follow through with it? How does anybody know with your mental instability if you would follow through with it? You can't expect people to know that. So yes, your word should absolutely be taken seriously. And it's not like you're just calling someone a dirty name or something. No, you've made some serious threats. You've said some horrific things, some very alarming things. So, but I guess it only matters if the words are said to you, right? Whatever.
I don't know what they're going to do with this baby's name.
Take it off your speaker on your phone, on your car.
At a certain degree, you end up relinquishing everything and realizing it's okay to just let go. It's okay. We live in the Matrix anyway. This stuff is not tangible. This stuff is not real. And people think it is. And I just feel like there are times where I feel lost and hopeless because I see what's around me. I know I'm supposed to engage with what's around me because that's what everyone says is my reality, right? But I don't see it as that sometimes because there's no possible way that my life could have gone to shit like this when I didn't do anything.
Oh, nothing. No.
they tell you all the time that it's based on how much effort you put in, right? How much you work towards your goals.
Look at how hard it was for her to get that out. How much effort, the work you put in.
I've worked a lot toward my goals. I don't think anybody really sees
I
that. They
lost
think I'm just
weight.
very like lazy.
You are
And it's like,
lazy.
wait a second, I have bursts of energy and I accomplish more than most people in an entire day. So
Really, you do. You do. You accomplish more than most people because all anybody ever sees you do is sit on your ass in your car and video. That's it. You go to the gym sometimes. You go out to eat a lot. You sit on here and bitch a lot. So, what do you do? That's nothing compared to what my day is full of and many others. So, you see how her mind is just her mind is just not in reality. Did you hear what she said? Just like she says she's smarter than most people. I accomplish more in a day than most people do. Okay, why don't you write down what you do every day?
I don't know what to tell you.
And we'll compare notes.
With that. Thank you for telling me that I'm loved. I appreciate that very much because sometimes it doesn't feel like that. And I hope everybody's having a really good day. The only reason I do these lives is because I want to capture the video without having to place it on my phone and then turn around and have to upload it. So I figure if I just do these lives, that it's better until.
Oh, that's the excuse. She does them all the time now. I thought it was for your daughter. And then it was because you needed support. And then now it's because, if you just wanted to make a diary for your daughter, all you have to do is go on your phone on your videos and record a video and it'll store it. So, and if you can send it to your email, whatever. Like, you don't have to go live to do that. You do it for the attention and you do it for the money, period.
They end up cutting me off for some random purpose here and there. I try to let that sink in about every day getting better, slowly but surely. But I don't see it, if that makes any sense. I don't.
Because you're not doing anything.
That's happening right now. All I see is a bunch of damage. I see a lot of people that are damaged and want to damage other people and want, people are people.
People are people, so what should it be? You and I sure get along so awfully. Boom, boom, boom. I can't understand. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, I got my free stuff. Ew, I don't like the stuff that's in there. Okay, sorry. Come on, bitch, go.
I would have videoed it, but like I said before, when there's no music, I can't really get down to, really get into it. I can do the moves, but it doesn't really give me the will to want to do it if there's no music or beat behind it. I don't know what's going on with the baby. I don't know at all. That happened with my last child too, so there's nothing I should expect that in this man's world that they're going to take advantage of whatever and say that I was too crazy to raise a child. I'm sorry, no, that's not what happened at all. I was doing really well. I took care of my baby. And somebody messaged me and said, enjoy your last Social Security check. And I'm like, what are you talking about? If they take away my Social Security, I have no income.
And listen to what she's going to say.
Why would you do that? Why would you want to hurt me to that point and send me onto the streets for the things that I've done because I disclosed things? I don't get it. You're going to tell me that I was the one causing the problems, and I really wasn't. I was seeking help before causing any issues or doing anything stupid. Um, yeah, I mean, if the father takes it and then gives it up, if he gives it up to adoption, then that's cool too. I really don't care at this point. The baby's going to suffer either way. And I give it to God. If he's already on the chopping block, what I realize is it's sort of like Apocalypto, the movie is where they sacrifice. I already placed my baby in that. I
You're
realize
so
now that there is
sick,
no going
dude.
back, and there's no trying to fix this. They
You
already
could
told
have.
him. I already knew from the beginning when I conceived him that he wasn't wanted.
So you've said so many things. You know what you've done? You know what you do? You change your stories and your truths to be um, to be what fits your narrative. That's what you do, and it's crazy. It really is because oh my gosh, you guys! I just have to stop this for a second, ladies. This is called Dermaclara, and this is for your neck. It tightens fine lines and reduces wrinkles. It's a silicone patch, and you put it around your neck, and then they have the ones for your your stomach, especially. It's fragrance free, non toxic, pregnancy safe, even FDA registered. Anyways, you put these on where your flabby areas or your stretch marks are, and I'm so excited to try this. I'll let you know how they work. Each each one you can use up to 30 times. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, sorry. I'm so excited about this. And then I got the Pucker Up as a free gift. It's the lip balm. Anyway, so then they give you this stuff to wash them with too. Pretty cool. And that's on the 4 payment thing also, which is pretty exciting. So she says here, I knew the baby wasn't wanted when I got pregnant with him. Okay, so why didn't you go get the plan B? Why? Why didn't you get the plan B, Leticia? That makes no sense. Why didn't you get your abortion? No, you had a plan to trap JW, and you know it, and it backfired. And so now you're the victim. And I just think that's what's so gross is she just can't she just won't accept responsibility for anything. And you heard at the beginning of this, I haven't done anything. She's done nothing. She's not responsible for any of it. And her vile, nasty behavior is excusable because she suffers from trauma. Raise your hand if you had trauma in your life as a child, if you were raised in a dysfunctional home. So many people were. Nothing makes you any different, any more special. But you don't think you should have to put in any effort to try to make changes. So when you're all so upset about your son being taken away, I say thank you, Lord, because you've even said, oh, pretty much the cycle repeats itself, right? If you were brought up in that kind of environment, that's the kind of environment you're going to bring your kids up in. Well, you were, and you've got no help for it. And that's what's scary. And the more this time comes out, the more we hear some really alarming things you've done.
And that I wasn't going to be able to tend to him financially. So I tried to reach out to the father, and the father didn't want anything to do with us. So I don't know why they would see that as me being neglectful at all, because I took a really good job. Like, I took really good care of the baby while it was inside of me, even though I was suffering through mental instabilities and a lot of distortions and a lot of anger and violent outbursts.
Violent outbursts. And you wonder why they took your baby from you. You wonder why they're concerned. You just said everything you did, but you think you still should have been able to keep your baby? You could possibly get him back if you would stop being such a stubborn, spoiled little brat and grow up and fight for him. Change your life. But you know what? No, she's the rebellious teenager still. Fuck those guys. I'm not going to do what they tell me to do. So, whose decision is it really, Leticia, that all this stuff is happening to you? When you really look at it, and if people that watch her and support this behavior, if they really thought about it, if they really just stopped and thought about everything she has said, everything that's happened around her, everything that's happened to her, if they stopped and thought, whose fault is it that this happened, that this happened, that this happened? Well, Leticia's. Because if she wouldn't have done this, this wouldn't have happened. Or if she would have done that, then this wouldn't have happened. See? But she doesn't know how to think that way. It's all her way or fuck you. That's it. And after we go a little bit longer, my BFF sent me a message today, and she had written down some of her thoughts and feelings on this whole situation. You know, we're not haters. We're people who care about children, okay? A child is helpless. And we've followed her because she was pregnant. And now, you know, we feel bad for the guy. So the guy that she's accusing. So this has affected many people. It's not just we're just here being haters. No, this is something we've all been watching. It's just like a movie or a show that you watch and you discuss it and say, oh my gosh, this happened. What's going to happen next week? What's going to happen tomorrow? That's what you do. And especially when it's something that involves innocent, precious little children, and a monster like this. So I'm going to read to you in a little bit. She said, go ahead and share it if you want. But she wrote down her thoughts about this whole situation.
I'm very sad. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for those people.
Mm.
I'm not sorry for myself. I'm not pitying myself. I do what I need to do in order to keep going, and I try really hard not to want to kill myself. Do I feel like taking that bottle of ibuprofen PM I still have and swimming out into the middle of the lake? Yeah, I do.
God, I'm so tired of her saying that.
That would be peaceful. I don't know how much that would really people say that won't help the situation. I don't know. I guess it would help my children to know that they were loved so much that I couldn't live without them.
Oh my gosh.
That I loved them so much that I just couldn't bear another day or moment without being by their side. And that would be on everyone else's harassment for removing these children from me and causing me to want to commit suicide.
No, bitch. Nope. You can't blame that on anybody else. Sorry, I'm so tired of people saying, if she offs herself, it's going to be everybody's fault. That's going to be on your guys'. No. She knows the difference between right and wrong. She knows the difference between trying to make an effort and taking the easy way out. And it's not because her kids aren't with her that she does this shit and threatens this shit. She's been threatening it since she's 12 years old, and she will blame it on whatever situation is happening at the time. So, no, it's not because she doesn't have her kids why she's threatening this. It's because it's the easiest thing right now to blame it on. She's miserable, she's unhappy, but she refuses to take the steps that she needs to get well. So this is her life, and all she's going to do is bitch and complain about it.
But then again, I'm correct, and other people don't want to see that. And then again, too, I know about the illegal things that have happened to me. So if it's continually persisting, then we all know that there's something very wrong with my situation, and they're trying to beat me down to a point where I relinquish everything, including my life, willingly. And have I not shown you that I'm willing to do that? Have I not
No,
shown you that? And they're like, well, no, you have to suffer for a prolonged period of time. And I
no.
guess years without anything, in order to be seen as relevant in this day and age, or someone of any type of integrity. So if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I'll be a hermit. I'll just be a nomad and wandering the streets with whatever backpack I end up with, because that's the type of individuals that run the country. And if they want to see people suffer to the extreme, then I don't know what to tell anyone. Everything is damaged. Everything is broken. And
Leticia, whose job is it to make your life better? Who are you talking to when you say them, they? I know you say the government all the time. Why is it the government's job to make your life better? Why? Like, I mean, then according to you, you should be given lots of money. Well, then all of us should. Like, you don't make any sense, girl. You make no sense. She just talks a lot of bullshit and makes no sense. It's word salad. She talks in circles, and she says the same thing over, and she goes, why do I have to, I shouldn't have to repeat my story. You don't. Nobody's asking you to. You feel the need to. But you're not repeating your story to the right people. You need to check yourself in to a mental health facility and figure out meds. But she refuses to take meds. She said weed is what helps her. Well, does it though? Because you've been smoking it nonstop since you left the hospital, and you're still angry, you're still complaining, you're not happy, which, I mean, I understand you don't have your baby with you, but you didn't want the baby, you said. So, which is it? Oh my gosh.
I wish that by offering my life and everything, my finances, my entertainment on the fact that I'm suffering, I always pray that someone else won't have to go through it, that someone else won't have to see that personally, that they can, even some of my enemies. Do I really wish that they had nothing? No. Am I aggravated and want to see them suffer for a moment without that thing that they're addicted to? Yeah, sometimes. I'm sure a lot of those elites have that too, where they're like, these people taking constantly, just consuming everything around them. So I guess I need to try to talk to somebody, like you guys, because I'm not talking to any more professionals. Everybody's like, go see the doctor if you got blood. It's not really blood. It's like liquid with like blood in it. So it's not anything that I see is dangerous. There's no blood clots coming out. There's no chunks. It's just fluid that is discolored and bloody. So I think I'm all right. I'm fine. I know that if I never see my child again, then at least I offered him as much love as they allowed me to, and that's just a sacrifice I was willing to make. So, um, I'm not sure why there's so many people watching me now and why they're confused as to why my story is the way it is and why I keep repeating it, but I'm not going to keep repeating it. If you don't know if you keep asking me why I don't have certain things, why certain things are happening, then you have not watched all of my videos. There's no reason for us to have a conversation. If you don't,
Really? But you can repeat yourself constantly, daily, multiple times a day. So if people have a question, they shouldn't have a question because they should have watched all your videos. You don't make any sense.
understand what you're seeing, if you're just seeing clips of stuff, you're taking that out of context. It's been taken out of context, and a majority of the time, you're being manipulated by whatever I've said in the moment.
By
And
you.
of course, if it's an aggressive thing, you're like, I automatically hate this person. I'm sorry, what? We see things all the time that are tampered with and photoshopped and taken out of context, and people find that to be intriguing as opposed to offensive. So you're going to tell me that this creativity of me expressing myself through video is not something that is
You think you're creative because you come on and complain all the time and act a fool? That's creative? Anybody could do that.
prevalent in this day and age, people doing it constantly. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first, and I sure as fuck won't be the last. So, okay, let's see what we got here for messages. It is hard to see a positive future. It does take time to heal and progress and realize that you're all alone in this world, and there's no reason to expect anyone to own up to what they've said. Or
why are you alone? I'm just curious. Why are you alone? Why doesn't anybody want to be around you? Your mom, your brothers, your sister, your dad, um, your exes? Like, why are you alone? I've seen so many people reach out to you to help you in your chat. So many people offer you a place to stay with your baby so you could keep him and have a home, and you just shit on him because you don't want the actual help. You want someone to buy you a house, pay all your bills, give you money, give you anything you want, and shut up about it and don't ask questions. You want the government to keep giving you money, food stamps, you want your car paid for. Again, you're an entitled little bitch. You throw temper tantrums when you don't get what you want, and you think you can. And those of you in her chat who said you would be a great mom, are you kidding? Am I being punked here? Seriously, what the fuck? How can you say she'd be a good mother? She can't cope with life. What does she do when she runs out of weed and the baby gets into something or starts screaming and crying and needs this and he has colic and he won't shut up? What's she gonna do then? I mean, is she gonna do the same thing she did to that dog with the leash over the door? Those are precious animals. There's no difference between harming a precious animal or a precious child. And she says it so proud, what she did to that dog. Oh my God.
or done toward you.
I haven't taken my allergy medicine.
People are very unhappy, and that's why they lash out at others, and that's why they take advantage of others, and that's...
Oh, she's looking in the mirror. She's speaking for herself finally. People do lash out at others. People are unhappy, she says. People lash out at others, and people take advantage of others. Exactly what you do. Exactly what you do. I can never sniff it up. Ow, that stings. It's exactly what you do, Leticia. You get on here, you give your sob stories, you repeat your same traumas over and over and over, and you just want money. That's all. And you're so happy. Oh, I have enough money. You're not even staying in a hotel. She's asking, she goes, I'd really like a place to stay tonight. What about all the money people sent you the last couple nights? The hundreds and hundreds of dollars coming in. What'd you do with that? Spend it on weed? Why didn't you get yourself a hotel room?
Why I try not to be one of those unhappy people.
If you're not unhappy, I would hate to see what unhappy is. Oh my gosh.
Let me see here. I would never want anyone in my family to take my child in. And mental health is important, so I'm not sure why they would want to cut off my Social Security so that I didn't get benefits toward getting therapy and the things that I need.
Because you're not getting it.
I can't be.
You're not doing it. You're doing nothing. You're not seeking help. You guys, people are stupid. You know how much money she makes off of her disability? She gets food stamps, she gets medical, and she gets all the super chats and the cash apps and the AdSense. This girl's raking in the bucks, and she has nothing she has to pay for except her car. And people just keep throwing it at her.
Selfish. What I have to do is offer everything, including my blood, sweat, and tears. So,
well, we know that won't be happening.
I don't know about this being postpartum depression. This is definitely not postpartum depression.
Nope.
I never had that. So it has nothing to do with postpartum. It has everything to do with the fact that they removed my child. So
but you expected them to.
I was doing great. I was on cloud 9 when he was right next to me. All the oxytocin I could ever imagine.
You were on cloud 9? Then why were you on fucking YouTube? If you were on cloud 9 and so happy you had your new baby boy with you, why is the first thing you do is go on YouTube and start bitching and complaining and getting angry and frustrated in front of your newborn baby who was laying there trying to nurse out of your tit that you had no milk in? Seriously. You couldn't even shut the fuck up for a while and stay off of YouTube and enjoy that baby. You're sick. And you want to complain that you don't have him? You wouldn't have even taken care of him. You're too addicted to being on YouTube.
And then they ripped him away. Suicide is not a selfish act. I tried
yes,
to say,
it is.
Otherwise.
Yes, it is.
At this point,
suicide is a selfish act. And I believe it's the one sin that is not forgiven. And I don't say that lightly. I believe I remember a pastor saying that. I can't say for sure, but I've heard that so many times that it's the one sin that is not forgiven because you can't ask for forgiveness. You can't repent from it, right? Because I asked why isn't it forgiven? And they explained because you're forgiven when you ask for forgiveness and you repent for something and then you don't do it anymore. Well, when you commit suicide, you're gone. So you can't ask for that forgiveness and you can't repent for it. And, that makes me really sad because I know people who have committed suicide. And it's heartbreaking, but it is a selfish act. The sad thing is when people get to that point that they feel like that's the only answer. And I believe there are definitely people that feel that way. But then there are people like her who throw that around for attention. And that pisses me off. You don't use that for attention. But being she's been doing it since she was 12, I think, you got your answer.
Point, I realized it would be beneficial if I just didn't breathe because everyone fucking hates me anyway. Everyone wants to see me dead. Everyone wants to see me suffer. Everyone wants to see me destroyed.
Nobody tells her they want her to die. Even in the chat, nobody says, go, nothing. We want no, nobody says that. So again, she's making up shit for sympathy.
Everyone wants to see me, without because I talked back. So, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were that perverse, that your mind was that tainted, that you were that fucking crazed for power. So, extremely stressful. All evening I've had like pains and in my breast where they're like, I guess the milk wants to come in or whatever, but it's like
It's
wires
not.
not being used. So it's kind of painful. I laid down on them to put pressure on them to see if it would stop, and they're itchy on the inside, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I get monetized in donations, but do you think that I've had much time to do that? I only had 2 months of payments. Why do people think that I'm making millions here? I'm not making a shit ton, and it's only a few hundred, so it's not even nothing. It's nothing that is
From YouTube, yeah, maybe only a few hundred from YouTube, but you also get Cash Apps, PayPal. Add that to your 1,000 almost you get from the state. What are you bitching about? And what do you do for it? Sit on your ass. So shut up.
that much. What is wrong with people? You gotta try to help yourself. You're right. You're absolutely right.
See? See how she treats people?
No,
And anybody who tries to give her um, advice, people who are being kind to her in the chat, who are actually really saying it in a kind way, she calls them a bitch or says fuck you or yeah, you're real smart. She's not a nice person. And it's not only, she's upset because it's the people who are treating her bad. No, she's a bully. She's a psycho.
I didn't get my oil changed yet. I should probably go and do that. That's the only thing I can think of is maintaining myself and my vehicle again and getting back to the way things used to be before I had a little tiny male tootsie.
Yeah, you said you were going to be happy. So go be happy. Go be happy, bitch.
I used to hope that I had better days too, but now I realize, please don't pray for me. Please don't help me. Don't encourage those to hate on me. The more people like me, the more I get destroyed. The more people encourage me, I realize the more everything gets fucked over because nobody wants to allow me to succeed because of the way that I'm lashing out at men.
Okay, did that make any sense? This is what I'm talking about, how she fucking makes no sense. Please don't pray for me. Please don't be nice to me. Let's hear that again. Because why? She likes the negative. That's the only way she knows how to react. She doesn't know how to be nice to people. Therefore, when someone's nice to her, she doesn't know how to be nice to them because she's always angry. She's always pissed off. And she says that, oh, people won't allow me to succeed. Succeed in what? In her mind, succeeding is someone buying her a house, someone paying her bills, giving her money to go buy vegan shit all the time because we know she doesn't want to work. So she doesn't want to do anything with her life. So what is she not being allowed to succeed at? Again, just a bunch of fucking words that mean nothing.
Lashing out at the system, lashing out at the government. So people get pissed off. They are jealous.
No, nobody's mad that you're lashing out at men. You're just a fool. You can't blame men for everything. There's women like you who can cause men to do things. It's not all the man's fault. And there's no way you should have a daughter because, I mean, or a boy. Like, the way you feel about men, fuck, I wouldn't want you taking care of that boy. And the way you feel about men, you'll instill that into your daughter, like my mother did. There'll be no hope for those children. So thank God you don't have them. Let's hear this again. I want to hear something.
It's nothing that is that much. What is wrong with people? You got to try to help yourself. You're right. You're absolutely right. No, I didn't get my oil changed yet. I should probably go and do that. That's the only thing I can think of is maintaining myself and my vehicle again.
Aren't you so
And
busy?
getting back to the way things used to be before.
I thought you were so busy.
Male tootsie.
Don't you have, I mean, you do more than most of us in your day, right? You haven't even got your oil changed?
So I used to hope that I had better days too, but now I realize, please don't pray for me. Please don't help me. Don't encourage those to hate on me. The more people like me, the more I get destroyed. The more people encourage me, I realize the more everything gets fucked over because nobody wants to allow me to succeed because of the way that I'm lashing out at men, lashing out at the system, lashing out at the government. So people get pissed off. They are jealous. They're pissed. They understand that this stuff is going on. Why is she
Jealous of what? Gee, I want to be in your situation. Nobody's jealous of you, Leticia. These women that always say, these haters are so jealous of what? Nobody's jealous of you. And I think people are a little confused, and maybe they do get a little upset when you lash out at these men because if you hate men so much, stay the fuck away from them. Quit taking their money. Quit using them. Quit flirting with them. Like, quit meeting up with them. Quit offering men to do whatever they want to you so you can get some weed. Like, you don't make any sense.
allowed to disclose it in the way that she is? Oh, well, because she's got a record that says she's mentally ill, so we can just chalk it up to that. Okay, right. But that's why I started disclosing everything. How is it? And people are like, you didn't get any prenatal care? Being crazy, right? How is it that I had all those fucking ultrasounds then with my name on them? Are you crazy?
All those? The one?
And I have a CD still of him, and I just want to toss it in the donation bag. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of all the stuff with him and any reminders of him. Which is sad because I wish I would have had a token of his little, like, just even the size of his little foot. So cute, like a little monkey foot. Like, it was so cute. A little monkey feet. Little punky.
Cute until he's not. When he's screaming, what are you going to do then?
He was so cute. Milk yourself for content. That's so funny. Some people want to see me happy, but most people don't. I would be happy and peaceful when the baby got here, but then nobody wants to hear that shit. So they're like, oh, her being happy? Take it away. Take it away. She's not allowed to be that happy, especially with nothing.
No, your happy is conditional. No. Look at that. Look at those eyes. She's so evil. No. You're happy when you're getting your way. When you're not getting your way and you're being inconvenienced, you flip out. And when you've got an infant there, That's what people don't want. That's what the authorities don't want. They don't want another baby being harmed or possibly unalived because the mother couldn't cope with life. That's the facts, Jack. Jack.
Take it away. Gone in and in.
Yeah, you're just a victim.
Sorry.
Such a victim. Such a victim.
I do appreciate the prayers. I mean, hopefully it's not going to the devil, though. Hopefully you're not praying.
Don't pray for me. Don't pray for me. Please don't. I appreciate your prayers.
For me to have more fucking malicious fucking actions toward me, because I'm pretty tired. Pretty tired.
Yet you're on YouTube 24 hours a day when you could be sleeping.
I don't know why people are trying to encourage me to go back now for the kid when, you know, a lot of people were saying.
Now I know what she meant is I'm tired because I'm such a victim. I'm tired of dealing with all of it. But she's also said, I'm so tired, and she can't even keep her eyes open as she's talking. It's like, dude, go to bed. Go sleep. People have offered you hotel rooms. Go sleep. But no, she wants to do this because this is what she likes doing, complaining. Now listen to what she's going to say. Well, now it's weird. People are telling me to go back for the baby when people were telling me to just let him go. Who cares what people say? I thought you don't pay attention to what people say. Do what's right. And what's right is, yes, leaving the baby to be cared for by somebody else and not you. But why are you basing what you do on what people are saying?
Give the baby away. And now people are saying, oh God, fight for him. Like, yeah.
You didn't have a choice.
Somebody's like, Mommy, you're funny.
You didn't have a choice.
There's no mom here. There is no mother here.
Nope.
There's just a woman that has been violated and left for dead.
Yeah, left for dead. You're so dramatic.
I would have been at the court appointment early if it were really loved child, involved.
See, she could have done a Zoom meeting today just to see where things were at with the baby. Maybe just to fucking see how her baby's doing. You know, even if she couldn't, that was still in her for 9 months. How can you just not care? And those of you who want to say, well, it's just her way of coping. Exactly, she can't cope. Because any normal person would have fucking went to that meeting and just said, hey, what do I got to do to get my baby? So maybe there's something she knows that we don't, and she knows there's no way she's going to get that kid back because they could have helped her. She's got to get off this. Well, it should have been done 9 months ago. Well, no, you should have, instead of spending all this time on YouTube, you should have been trying to find a place for you and your baby to go, which if you would have spent 9 months doing it, you would have found something. But you don't put the effort in, and then you want to blame everybody else. That was your job to do. You're the parent. You're the adult. So you can't blame everybody else why you don't have a home for your baby. I know so many people, women, who have been homeless. My friend is a counselor for this place, and they help place women in homes when they're pregnant. And there's help out there, but you have to be persistent because there are women who are serious about it. And there are women who may check in once, twice, see if there's something, and they give up. So if you would have spent all that time that you fucking spent on YouTube complaining, really trying to find a place for your child who you loved so much, you would have found something, even if it was temporary until you could find something else. They help women. They're like one of the number one priorities. So You can't. Oh, it just makes me sick. She blames everybody. What she was hoping is at the last minute, someone would say, "Here, I'll buy you a house. I'll buy you a place. I want you and your baby to be happy." That's what she was hoping for.
No, that's not true love. That's you falling prey to the system. What true love is just letting go. Because if you let it go, it'll come back to you if it's meant for you. And if it's not, then it's not. So, oh yeah, Tootsie, it says, I didn't realize, Mommy. If only.
From her and over 6 years, and I don't even remember her even saying mommy all that much. She just sort of looked at me. I was just sort of her like personal assistant constantly.
She just kind of looked at you. From what I hear, could be rumor, could be true. She didn't say much. She was 3 years old and she didn't even talk. So that's all I'm going to say on that because I can't prove it. But word on the streets is her daughter didn't talk much. And there's a reason.
Like that little turd.
Say, you'll be reunited with the baby when the time is right. And then I'm just going to reject the children because they weren't around me. And that's how it goes.
I'm just going to reject them.
If you care for it, it's not the same if it was in your hands and I'm responsible for it. So it's not going to be the same affection that he would have had.
See, how many mothers would say that? Well, he was gone for a couple days, so fuck it. He's been tainted now. I don't want anything to do with him. How many women out there who have lost their kids have fought for years to get them back? Not this one. That's why I say, thank you, God, that baby was swooped away. Thank you, God. She doesn't deserve a child. She does not deserve a child. For her to say that, nope, I would just reject them. If they weren't with me the whole time, you're a bitch.
Beforehand, like it's completely different, and he's going to feel rejected, and I'm going to feel rejected, and I'm not going to be able to have that connection. And that's
you're going to feel rejected again. Spoiled little brat. I'm going to feel rejected. Really? By an infant? I'm like, what? Are you okay? Well, we know you're not okay, but I'm going to feel rejected. It's not going to be the same. Oh my God, I can't.
That's what happens with families that are ripped apart.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Nobody ever has said that. As I've never heard anybody say that. Nope. There's been too much time, a week, a month, a year. Too much time has gone by. I don't want the kid anymore. I'm going to feel rejected. Nobody ever says that. Don't act like you know what families go through because you don't. You've had no experience with it. So shut up.
More aware that they can live without that thing. So it doesn't
That
matter.
thing.
And
That
it's not
thing.
important to them. So the connection is no longer there. It's severed. That's why I told them, I was like, you've been...
Okay, well, you just proved our point for us. If you can disengage, what word am I looking for? If you, not detach, but I'll use the word detach because I can't think of the other word I'm thinking of. If you can discard your child that easy, you should never have him. Because I can't even imagine what you would do if you did have him and you felt the way you do. Oh gosh, that would be horror.
Severing the umbilical cord, I was like, don't do it. I wanted as much time as I could, and I didn't want him being born on the day he was born either. I wanted to wait, but everyone else has their own plans. I guess they needed to go golfing or something, wanted to get it over with, and see how things go and progress. So, ooh, how long are you going to stay unpregnant? God, I hope for the rest of my life. God,
Go get
that
on
was horrifying.
something. God.
Please don't touch me ever again.
Then don't put yourself in situations with guys from the internet and make them think that you're there and ask them for sex and ask them to ejaculate inside you, knowing you are ovulating. When you say, I didn't ask for this, yes, you did. You 100% did. You knew exactly what could happen. And then when when you thought it did happen, you didn't go take care of that either. This is on you. You can't put it on anybody else.
No one deserves nastiness being said to them, but it happens all the time, and you just have to get over it. People
You
are
do.
stupid and
You do
incompetent
it.
and don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
You do it. People do know what they're talking about, actually.
Mental institution is what you need.
Yep.
But they don't offer weed there, so that's the difference. That's why they don't shove me in another psych ward, because they don't have my proper medication.
Proper
Mommy,
medication.
where's my brother? I don't know. I don't know where he is.
Proper medication. See, you know what? You people, you can't get so upset at these comments. You know why? Because she says this shit herself. This shit and worse. So, talking about how the baby could get its neck broken, in custody with someone else. Like all these sick, disgusting things that you would never say about your own child. She says. So I'm tired of people saying, you shouldn't say that to her. Why? She says it and worse.
I'm a birth mom. Yeah, I'm just a vessel. Drive off of Bridge, Leticia. Do it. God, I hope I have the courage to do it at one of these days.
Okay, that's not
the longer
okay.
I'm without him, the more I just feel like there's nothing else left to live for.
That's not okay.
Some of these comments are kind of crazy, but I leave them up because I'm like, ooh, look at what true insanity looks like. These people.
I'm looking at it.
And some of these people are actually authorities that
You don't
talk
know
shit
that.
to me.
You don't know that.
I know that for a fact.
No, you don't.
They want me to try to kill myself or to
No.
harm someone else.
Stop.
Because of these. I'm so calm. I just don't even, most of the time I'm very calm. Why would I care?
Oh, she gets angry in a little bit here. If I can make it that far.
I really wish that I had him with me right now, that I could nurse him. His
You know,
little frail body. Just,
she has this weird obsession with wanting to nurse that baby. Like, I can imagine saying it once or twice. Darn, I would love to bond with him and hold him. That's a beautiful thing, when you're nursing your baby. I wish I was doing that. Like, that is something I would like to do for him. She has mentioned it. I can't even count how many times. I really want to nurse him. I'm really wanting to nurse him. But didn't you say you weren't going to allow him to feed off your tits?
Trying to tuck it in, I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, you're outside of me. Like, your little limbs are everywhere. Why?
Little limbs? Frail?
You're not ready to be a mom.
You're
just
not.
self-absorbed and obsessed.
Yeah. You're not ready.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. They're
I
right.
won't disagree. There are plenty of people out there that get to keep their kids, and they're worse off than me, and ignore their children. But you don't know.
You can only save them one at a time.
You didn't see the video of me tending to my child?
Oh, God, for a few minutes.
From moment to every single moment I would have.
No, we didn't see you tending to your child. What we saw is your child wanting to nurse, and he came off the nipple, and he was sucking on your skin, and you looked at him and said, he's not even on the nipple. I'm going to bitch back in my fucking camera. That's all you did. You sat on YouTube. So no, We didn't see you taking care of your baby. Oh, his hands are so cute. Oh, he's not even suckling. He's on my skin. Oh well. No, girl. No. You weren't tending to your baby. You were bitching on YouTube.
But they didn't have me like give me my phone during the birth or anything.
Or you would have
Why?
had it
Because I was
bitching.
still technically underneath the police supervision. So might as well have been chained to the fucking bed,
You're lucky you're out. Shut up.
just shackled because I'm the criminal here.
Yep, you are. You're lucky you're not
For
in
the
prison.
love, I need it.
You're lucky you're not in prison. This isn't eyes.
Is the audio jacked up?
Yes, because you're connected to your fucking car. Wait a minute, this isn't eyes.
That's weird. I guess the audio did get messed up because it went back to the handset or whatever. I thought I turned it off. I know I had turned it off. The
They're
Bluetooth
messing
was
with
off
it.
on my phone.
They're messing
And then
with
all of a
it.
sudden it got attached to my car again.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, you know damn well I'm not tampering with this shit. Yet that's why it's been so hard to get out my fucking story.
No. What in the hard? Are you kidding me? You've been doing it for 1.5 years. Every single day. What are you talking about? The fuck?
I really don't know why they would ask the birth father for a DNA test if the father is not being incriminated or incarcerated for being a rapist and he wants to partake in the child's life. I do not care anymore. I do not care. That's
Because that's the way it works, bitch. You take it. They take a DNA test. I mean, you're accusing this man of being the father, so he takes a DNA test just to make sure. Maybe he will want the baby. Even if he doesn't, they still need to know who the father is. So what? None of your business. None of your business. None of your business. You don't have any say in it, so shut up.
bullshit to me, bullshit to a lot of people, but if that's what it happens, whatever.
Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish.
People betting on the day that my child was born and they got paid for it like thousands of dollars or whatever
No,
this.
not
And I'm
thousands.
like, what? I don't get shit out of anybody else's entertainment from me. That's pretty funny, but I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, the birth father, the biological father doesn't care, so there's nothing I have to worry about when it comes to that. He'll just probably be.
You don't know. You don't know that. Just because he doesn't talk to you doesn't mean you don't know what might be going on behind the scenes. Maybe he does. Maybe he does care about his son if it's his son. So that's not your choice. That's none of your business. You don't want anything to do with the kid now because it's been too long. You're going to reject him. So if he does want the kid, Leticia, just because he doesn't want you doesn't mean that he might not want his son if it's his son. They don't have to be with you. It happens all the fucking time.
Be in the foster care system. So I think that's just sort of talk where they just want to try to rile me up and give me something to talk about. And yeah, I get that. I don't know what December 4th's plans are. I have nothing to do with him. This is not anything to do with me anymore. So why, Mommy, why would you say that you were gonna kill me over 200 times? Sincerely, Jason Wallace II. I did put Junior on there. Fuck him. Not the baby. Fuck his father. There you go. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's your karma. Go raise your baby. Go take care of your kid. And it's like 9 months, and that gave him 9 months to prepare. If he's not prepared by now, then surely people will see that and maybe take it away from him. But no. I already gave the baby. Yeah, I know. It's too late anyway. You gave the baby up. What the fuck are people talking about? I don't know what their issue is. The baby is gone. Don't get me on this bullshit about having to force me into court. Said something about I needed to be there. No, I don't. Stay the fuck away from me. You've already traumatized me. No, thank you. Keep him. You've already destroyed him. You've destroyed me. I'm done. There's no reattaching him onto my tit again. So it's already been too long, too many days. I have a daughter your age. I would go to the gates of hell for her. I'm sorry no one is doing that for you. I know. My family was just like, hey, guess what? You fucked up again. Thanks. I'm not supposed to take baths right now, but I would definitely like a room. That would be nice.
Hint,
Just get
hint.
alone by
Give me
myself
some
for a
money,
while,
Simps.
naked. That would be great.
Give me some money, Simps.
Let the haters chat. It's probably more beneficial that way. Aw, it's sweet when people offer me a safe place to stay. I would love to take them up on it, but then I hardly ever do because I don't want to be a burden to anyone. I know. Healthy white babies will get adopted in no time. And he's healthy and white, and I'm sure everybody will love him. It's none of my business anymore. I knew this was coming. I knew that I had to just willingly give him up and not care what happened to him afterward. So, why are you mad at your own decisions? My decisions to get pregnant? I didn't choose that.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
did.
choose to be left alone and scared and lonely. I reached out to the people that I thought would help me. They didn't. And here I am.
You're sick.
You guys are so funny.
You're sick.
I would love to get a hotel so I could shower up and just be lazy for a bit. Thank you for congratulating me on him. He's amazing. He was amazing. Yeah, I know. I was right to let go, just leave him and move on. Why do you think the father won't take him? I don't know. I do not care. I don't care. People are crazy. The fact of it is that he didn't want to be there when I told him it existed. So why would he want to be there now? 9 months.
It existed. Why would he want to be there now? There was no proof it was his child. Plus, he didn't want to be around you, which we can't blame him. I mean, are you kidding? He didn't want to put up with you. Just because he didn't want to be around you doesn't mean he might not want to be around his child.
Fucking later when he realizes, oh shit, that is my blood. You gave him 9 months to realize that? You gave him 9 fucking months to get it in his fucking head that he should have been there? What the fuck is wrong with people? You give men way too much leeway. And then when it comes to a lady, you're like, well, no, she was a fucking whore. Look at her. She spread her legs. What? Whoa. In this day and age, they're so fucking backward. Oh, yeah, I received some of those texts, and I wanted to say thank you for everybody's encouragements and their loving words for their text messages, and also some of the donations that I got just now, too. I appreciate you guys very much.
Donations,
and I miss you guys day by day because I can't do this much longer.
And
And I wouldn't care if they stop the disability anyway, because then immediately I would go kill myself because that's how it would be. It's not right at all what they've done. It's not right that they punished me and took $4,316 from me because they took the words of my ex-husband because
No, because you owed that. Stupid biatch. You owed that. Are you kidding? You lied. You claimed her or something. That was money you had to pay back because you got paid when you shouldn't have. So don't blame everybody else again.
they looked at the records and they were like, well, he doesn't have any criminal record, but she's had a whole bunch. Oh, it's directly linked to his abuse? Oh, I didn't notice that. I didn't want to read into that. What all I saw was face value.
God, shut
Face the
up.
paperwork for it.
Shut up.
I know, men leave their babies every day. Why would I assume that he would own up to it now? He wouldn't care either way. He just had pictures of him being a loving dad figure, but he's not anything, apparently. He ignored it for a week. I gave him a fucking week to acknowledge that it was in me and that he left his DNA behind. And he was like, peace, bitch, peace. I'm fucking out. Didn't say shit, actually. He just sort of like, that was it, just ghosted me. It's pretty funny, though.
Pretty funny. Yeah.
Hostage taker.
Oh, she gets mad.
Who's being held hostage?
She gets mad. She gets big mad. Poor
Because you're
Leticia.
completely unwilling to do anything to improve your life. How is losing 150 pounds the last 2 years not doing anything to help my life?
In 2 years. In 2 years, she lost weight. Who does she sound like? So that's what she's going to use forever. Remember when I lost weight 20 years ago? Please.
Stabilizing myself on the low income, not helping me. Are you all right? Are you retarded?
On the government's
so, whoever wrote
income.
that.
On the government's income, yeah.
I thought you said he wanted the baby once it's born. He just doesn't want you. Oh, the dad? I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. I mean, what you hear, what you get, those little clips of whatever you hear from other sources.
It's not clips, bitch. We're playing the whole thing. Stupid bitch. Playing the whole thing. Not clips, but lying.
Is not what I say fully. So I have no idea what's going on with the father. More than likely it is December 4th's child. And I named him correctly.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I have no idea where the father is from. The father had California plates. He said he was staying in Missouri, and we met in northern Arkansas. All of it seems kind of weird. You can fight for him. You can get child support.
Why you always lying?
I still get child support because he worked under the table. So son is 23 now. No. I would never seek out child support ever. No. If I ever had him, I would not do it. I would just struggle on my own because fuck everybody. It's the principle of the thing. You will be in a different season of life soon, post-birth. That's very true. Everything passes and you move forward. And it's okay to cry sometimes about it, but what's done is done. So, and nobody wants to help. All they want to do is hurt. They're manipulative monsters. Oh, this person. You're an emotional hostage taker, class A manipulator, a complete narcissist.
Guys, you're ugly when you do that.
Your opinion. It's not viable, but okay.
And she is ugly when she does that. I can't stand that voice. It's ugly. She's just being so rude. She is a manipulator. They're just speaking the truth.
We'll just leave that there. Just prove that you're insane.
You're insane.
You care more about dude
Insane
than
in
that
the
sweet
membrane.
baby?
Yep.
Not at all.
Yep.
Not at all. It's the complete opposite. I really loved the baby when it came out of me. And I was like, man, that shit came out of me. That's disgusting. All of it was gross. I couldn't believe that it was so slimy and weird. And then when I saw him and everything, I was like, you smell funny, like my blood. And I was
You're
like,
so
that's
gross.
weird.
Listen to
Like,
what she
all of it was
says.
weird. Did I want to
Listen.
lick him? Maybe. I mean,
Bro, who says, did I want to lick him? Who says that? What the fuck? Did I want to lick him? Did I want to lick him? Did I want to lick him? What? Who says, do I wanted to lick my baby? I mean, that's so gross. Kiss him, I could hear, but lick him? The fuck is wrong with you? You're crazy, man. It's like, along the same lines as the dog, doing his thing.
seemed like it. Seemed like it would have been a natural response.
No, you psycho. The fuck?
Yeah, my hormones are starting to try to level themselves out, but it's still in the crazy phase because there's no breastfeeding going on and there's no child to rear and there's nothing.
There's no baby sucking on my nipples. So yeah, the hormones are out of whack. Even though I don't have any milk coming in, the hormones are out of whack because, yeah. Who says that? I mean, again, with her fucking wanting the baby to suck on her boobs, like, gross. It's just weird. She's kind of like obsessed with it.
Thing to do. So,
Oh, that's cute. Why you always lying? Always fucking
it says, don't you want your baby? The father abandoned in 9 months. You did in a few days. No, we were attached for 9 months and a few days, and I didn't abandon him. He was ripped away from me. There's a huge difference. I think you're confused.
Nope, bitch. You know what? Because you could have went to the appointment today, and you could have possibly seen him again. So you're confused.
Show your mom, show them that I live with my mom? Are you crazy? If my brother is anywhere near me, he's gonna be hostile, and I would never bring my fucking child around anyone that fucking abuses a pregnant woman, right on camera. The fuck is wrong with you? People do not think about the fucking child. Leave him in the goddamn system if he's gonna end up fucking being around any violence. People are stupid. And if he's around violence in the system, then that's fucking the system's fault. That's none of my business. They ripped it away from a good fucking person. I've never really looked into an extended hotel stay. I don't have the money for that.
Oh, sure you don't. Okay. Yeah, sure.
See, some people she raised 5 kids alone, no child support. See? I didn't want to struggle through that, though. I really didn't want to be one of those moms that had to, like, start prostituting herself in order to get her, pay for her child's tuition.
Get a job. Lazy bitch. Get a job. Get a job like the rest of us. I've had 3 jobs. I've worked 3 jobs. I know she says, "Ooh, big deal. Some people say they work 2 jobs. I don't fucking care." Yeah, well, because you're lazy. And that's why you'll never get anywhere in life, because you're lazy. Well, and prostituting yourself, you don't want to have to prostitute yourself. Well, I mean, isn't that kind of what you're doing when you're cuddling with guys and letting them pay you to see you naked?
That kind of shit. No, thank you. If he's the father, I'm not going to seek child support. Why are people always talking about that shit? I wouldn't be the one doing that. If it was placed upon me, somebody else would have done it for me because that's none of my business. He's a dick. He fucking did what he did. It's the principle. Stay the fuck away from me. People are crazy.
People are crazy.
I know. If they're so concerned about the baby, why are they bullying me about it?
Oh,
Makes
they're
no
bullying
goddamn
me.
sense.
They're bullying me. Oh my
I'm
god.
fucking mad.
They're bullying me.
Fucking pissed.
Oh, what's new? Fuck. Oh.
I like to read through some of these because they're funny to talk about, but a majority of it's just like pissing me off.
Aw, poor Leticia. She's mad. Leticia's mad. Why you always lie?
What are you talking about? And you say you were smoking weed legally. Your card isn't up to... My card is up to date. Do you need me to go get it out of the fucking P.O. box? No, I'm not going down that fucking way. No thanks. I'm not going anywhere near that shit. I'm just gonna keep renewing my fucking P.O. box, let it get slammed full of shit. You guys have your fucking evidence. Oh, actually, I do have evidence that the card is renewed because I have an email that says on there, and I could get the fucking shit and post it on Instagram where it says that I renewed it just recently, and it was viable during my birth, during the birth of the baby. I wanted to make sure everyone knew it's okay for me to fucking have PTSD and working on my fucking issues while there's a baby inside of me. People are dumb.
Yeah, I know. They said they'd never let me take care of it in a car. And when I said, well, I need a place to stay, and I was looking for a place for many months, and they were like, well, you know, since you said these
things, we can't give you the baby because we have an investigation to take care of. And by the time that investigation is done, there's going to be no attachment between you and that child. There's action because you've already detached. That's very true. Thank you, CPS. Thank you for allowing it to be easy for me. To just allow me to emotionally detach as soon as possible. Because they didn't even give me much time. I gave birth at 3:30 essentially in the morning, and then he was ripped away by 1 p.m. So I didn't get much time with that baby.
I am kind of confused why they let her try and nurse. And, you know, I mean, she did say, badass Leticia did say, well, once the baby's born, I'm just going to take a couple pictures of him and, you know, I'm going to say, here you go. Well, maybe you should have kept your mouth shut because now you don't have a choice, do you? Because you didn't show up to your fucking court thing, your meeting today. And you would think if you loved the baby like you're trying to convince everybody you did, then you would have gone. And at least tried to see if you could get help, housing, if you're going to be able to see him. But see, she says, I would have to jump through hoops. You would have to fight for him. Yeah. So that just shows you don't love him. You won't put the effort in. Period. See, our actions speak for us. I mean, that's how we communicate in life. We speak and we act. And if your words don't line up with your actions, then people are going to call you out on it. As they should. If you give your word, I'm going to give this baby up. Well, who's the one talking about once you give your word on something, you need to stick to it? Well, how many times did you say you don't want the fucking kid? Well, you don't have the kid, do you? I mean, maybe this is your karma for all the sick shit you did. Killing all those innocent animals. Oh, because the neighbor dog was humping your dog. Because naturally that's what they do. And you killed him for it? You psycho. Just like I said, she's like, I know somebody said, well, Norman was actually Norman's mom. Well, I know that. But I was just saying, the mother who was Norman playing his mother, like the role of the mother, which was Norman, getting him to get aroused in his underwear, like rubbing lotion on her or whatever. And he got aroused and she called him disgusting and punished him. That's what I could see her do. 100%.
You work 2 jobs? That's amazing. I would never do that anymore. I'm done.
Anymore.
Why would I work? You people are sick. Why would I put myself under that stress trying to take care of a fucking kid on top of it? No thanks. That's why it's supposed to be a partnership.
You didn't do it even before you had a kid, so don't use the kid as an excuse. You're lazy.
I believe. That's why it's supposed to be a home. I saw a bird's nest as I was lying down underneath this tree right here, and I thought that. I was like, man, even the male, a fucking kid on top of it. You would pimp that baby out for drugs because you would. I mean, I fought enough for him. That's why he's alive to this day.
Oh, shut up.
That'll whisper some bullshit in your ear, some fucking satanic bullshit. Yeah, Xanax is fucking scary. They would send me back, which is not a normal thing. It is not a normal situation what had happened. Everything's possible. Everything's possible if you work hard until you're fucking buried in the fucking grave. Work until your fingers are bleeding. Work them to the bone, literally. Where these fat cats don't have to do any of that shit. They've got plenty to offer. And you're going to tell me that I don't deserve any of that.
Nope, you don't. Nope.
Government that fucking made it didn't. Isn't that right?
God.
Both the fucking potential fathers were both military fucking men.
Isn't that coincidental? They were both military men.
Fuck is wrong with you?
Stop yelling. Fuck, shut up.
Of course the fucking government should be paying. Knock you the fuck. It's intelligent not to fight back. It's intelligent. Like, damn. Like, she really was, like, serious about that shit. I had plenty of time. I could have suffocated him. I could have done all me making up or fabricating anything. Well, yeah, many people do put babies in trash cans, and then they are not able to talk about this stuff. To do is share my story.
Nobody cares anymore. Dude, you've shared your story enough.
That acted out in that way to destroy my life even further.
Oh my God.
That need to hear all of this, including my daughter, so that she knows what to be back into my fucking being, like made me out to be, Did a bunch of positive stuff. I asked also not to get him circumcised. So if he ends up circumcised,
I'm going to
just
sue.
so everyone knows, clarity right here, I did not ask for that. So that's not good. If he ends up circumcised, I'm going to be like, oh, talk to whomever did that, because I didn't sign off on that shit. So, anywho, I better get off of here and go shower up.
She says that at 1 hour
brush
and 10 minutes, I better get off of here. But she goes until 2 hours. 1 hour and 59 minutes.
my teeth right
I
now.
can't do it. I can't do it, you guys. I've done long enough.
Anyway, today is September 1st, 2022. Leticia Collins serving. Nobody listens. And the only things they listen to are the negatives. Because
That's all you spew are the negatives.
the same information over and over again until I'm blue in the face. And probably raped again, right?
Oh, That's what's coming next. Mm-hmm. Why would she say that?
balls shoved in my face until I'm choking down. I wasn't angry anymore. That didn't happen. For the baby so that you can, and I was like, what? And I've got it all wrong. I'm sorry. And then they learn from it. You have to have that bit of humiliation it properly. So I'm not sure what to tell you. I should be rich by now, and I didn't even know it, because when I found out all that shit that happened to me was illegal, I was like, God damn. It hurt people. Said this. You said, the key word. You want to kill yourself. You're getting locked up. I'm sorry, I can't be open and honest about my feelings that I've had since I was 12. Of course I want to kill myself, but do I want to at that moment? Meh, maybe not. But then too, I always have that residual fucking, just that little fucking
So she admits here pretty much she just says it. She doesn't really want to. She just says it. So you guys don't take her serious when she says it.
demon that sits there. They tell me, when are you going to stop calling us? Oh my fucking God. And then they wanted to ask me if I wanted to be in there with another person. History is fucking history, but like I tell people, what's the point in fighting it? In our vehicles, stuff, they're going to see you as out there. And to me, that's a need. Be the most wholesome. I've gone through fucking hell and back. No, bitch. And if it would have came down to it, and I would have been able to, I'd have fought that bitch too. Acting out, and then it takes them longer to get their baby. The nurses, getting away with murder over here, a fucking concept. But I was like, all I can think about is, especially when there's no cameras around, what you could just manage to make sure, but because I'm better than you, I'm better than that. But, and I don't mean to say I'm better than you, but you understand though. You understand, I just have to get rid of it. Fucking pieces of shit. Oh my God, I'm so upset right now. Most people wouldn't even know it. They just, wow. That is so funny. And then I would try to get away with it. You know, I was worried about passing out too if I were to have given birth in a bathtub somewhere. I was worried about passing out because I think I would have been too scared.
Oh God. Okay. I can't. Okay, guys. Well. Wait. Hold on. That's not the one I want. What's it? This one? I'm tired. I can't. I can't do this with her. She drives me fucking nuts. I'm telling you. She drives me crazy. Literally. I can't take it anymore. So I'm going to show you guys really quick these things. I don't know if you can see them, but they're little 7-inch body treat stretch marks and loose skin reusable silicone patch. And you can use them up to 30 times. So I'm going to try one tonight. 100% medical grade silicone. Boost skin elasticity. Regulate collagen production. It clinically is proven to prevent and treat stretch marks, loose skin, cellulite, and scars. So, I got to go clean off my stomach. I took a bath earlier today, but earlier this evening. What time is it? But I did sweat a little bit later. It was a hot day, so I'm going to go wash off my stomach. And I'm going to go put some of these bad boys on. Oh my gosh, so they have body patch, breast patch, C-section patch, eye and mouth patches, neck patch, and forehead patch. So I got to go read how to put this on. And then you can get 20% off your online order I'm going to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. And, oh, I'm sorry, exit screen. And God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And the thumbs up button if you would like, or the thumbs down. And make sure you leave a comment. I love reading your comments. I like interacting with you guys in the comment section. Remember, I do have members. If you'd like to sign up for to become a member, and I am going to be getting my I'm going to be setting my Patreon back up. So I just have a lot to do, and working all these jobs. It's not easy to find the time, but I'm going to, because I'm really enjoying this. So, and if you guys would like to send a tip, there's no pressure. It's right here, my Cash App right there. And that's it. God bless. Sweet dreams. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Bye, bitch.